Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DCTV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Vatican seals Apostolic Palace following death of Pope Francis. Mixed emotion is leave as worshipper mourns Pope Francis. Putin proposes bilateral toll with Kyiv signal openness to ceasefires. Trump's back defines secretary Haxet amid Yemen leak controversy. President Trump honored Pope Francis' order flags as half-staff nationwide. Kim Kardashian tip a star in the Bodyguard remake amid renewed Taylor Swift feud buzz. And FDA chief orders strict actions against chronic defaulters. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. Here are the details. In a solemn traditions carried out at the Vatican, seals have been placed on the Apostolic Palace following the death of Pope Francis. The act was led by the Camerlengo, the cardinal entrusted with overseeing the church affairs during the period known as Sede Vacante or the Sede being vacant. This centuries-old ritual marked the official beginning of the Papal interregnum, a time when the Catholic Church is temporarily without a pontiff. The Camerlengo, whose role is both symbolic and administrative, will now supervise the Vatican's days today function until a new pope is elected. The College of Cardinals will soon convene for a conclave to select the next leader of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics, as tributes continue to pour in from around the globe for Pope Francis, who served as the 266th Pope. In the Ukrainian city of Lviv, worshippers emerging from a Catholic church service expressed deep sorrow over the passing of Pope Francis. Candles were lit, prayers were said, and tears were shed for the spiritual leader who guided the Catholic Church through a transformative era. But alongside the mourning, there was also a quiet undercurrent of pain and disappointment. Many as Ukraine recall the Pope's neutral stance during the war with Russia, a position that for some felt like a lack of moral support during their nation's darkest hour. While they honor his role as a man of peace and dialogue, some worshippers voiced frustrations that Pope Francis never fully aligned with Ukraine in its fight for sovereignty and survival. The Vatican now faces a delicate moment, remembering the Pope's legacy while also choosing a new leader who may redefine the Church stance on global conflicts. In a significant development, Russian President Vladimir Putin has proposed bilateral talks with Kyiv for the first time in years. The expected offers come on the heels of a one-day Easter truce observed by both sides, a rare moment of calm in the ongoing conflict. Speaking from Moscow, Putin said he was open to additional ceasefires and hinted at the possibility of broader diplomatic engagement, though he offered no specific conditions. The Kremlin described the proposal as a gesture of goodwill aimed at easing tension and addressing humanitarian concern. Ukrainian official has yet to formally respond, through early reactions such as skepticism amid continued fighting on the ground. Many in Kyiv remain wary of what they view as tactical pauses rather than genuine peace effort. International observers are watching closely to see whether this marks the beginning of a new phase in the war or another fleeting moment of hope.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130 plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.
President Donald Trump has come out in full support of U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth following reports that Hegseth shared sensitive detail of a March military operations against Yemen's Houthis rebels in a private signal chat. According to multiple sources, the encrypted chat reportedly included Hegseth's wife, brothers, and personal lawyer, raising concern about the handling to classified information. The incident has sparked criticism from lawmakers and former defense officials who warn it could undermine operational security and set a dangerous precedent. Speaking to reporters at the White House, President Donald Trump dismissed the concern, calling Hacksaid a patriot and saying he had total confidence in his leadership. Trump added that the leaks were being exaggerated by political opponents and the media. The Pentagon has yet to issue an official statement, but calls for an internal review are growing louder in Washington. US President Donald Trump has paid tribute to the late Pope Francis, calling him a good man who loved the world and left behind a legacy of compassion and faith. In a statement from the White House, President Donald Trump praised the Pope's global impact, describing him as a bridge builder who sought peace and unity across nations and faith. As a mark of respect, the president has ordered all state and federal flags across the United States to be flown on half-staff until the day of the Pope funeral. The gesture reflects the widespread admiration Pope Francis commanded far beyond the Catholic Church, with leaders from around the globe continuing to express condolence and share memories of his spiritual leadership. A former US delegation is expected to attend the funeral in Vatican City in the coming days. Warner Bros. Is reportedly moving forward with a high-profile remake of the 1992 blockbuster The Bodyguard, and reality TV star and business mogul Kim Kardashian is now the top contender for the lead role, originally played by Whitney Houston. Directed by Sam French, best known for helming Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert film, the reboot initially sparked speculation that Swift herself would star. However, insiders now claim the script has been rewriting with Kardashian especially in mind. The modern adaptation will follow the story of a young Latina pop star navigating fame, security threat, and the pressure of social media stardom. The casting news has also reignited public interest in the long-standing tension between Swift and Kardashian. Their infamous feud dates back to 2016, when Kanye West's controversial lyrics and Kardashian's leaked video of a phone call triggered a media frenzy. With production expected to begin later this year, the entertainment world is watching closely to see how this remake reimagines a beloved classic and whether it's reopen old wounds in Hollywood's most talked about rivalry. Now, DG FDA Mohammad Asif Chaudhry has ordered an intensified recovery drive against defaulters. He threatened strict legal actions, especially against chronic defaulters delaying payment. The directive came during a meeting with senior officials to renew revenue recovery. Chaudhry emphasized the need for result-oriented strategies to meet financial targets. Operation against illegal commercializations will continue without delay, he added. He proposed leasing, auctioning plots, and using FDA properties for revenue generation. Daily monitoring of recovery figures was assigned to the additional DG. He warned that officials showing negligence or poor performance would face action. So thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabitha, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. DCTV USA, DTVN, and another OTT platform, DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
You came to this country for a brighter future for you and your loved ones. You've made it this far. Now it's time to become a citizen. With citizenship, you gain the right to vote, access to federal jobs, the ability to keep your family closer, and the freedom to travel with a U.S. passport. These are just a few of the benefits waiting for you when you become eligible. We're here to help you through the process with free resources and personalized guidance. Together, we can make it easier. Get started at becomeacitizentoday.com.